Good evening, greetings. As expected, the live chat is not working again. Right, here we go. I'm going to crack on. Weird British Chick, Martin's on, Jackie, Ian, good evening to you, Chrissy Boy 007. Oh, I don't know. We'll get rid of that. We'll have to restart, have to jump start the chat box again. Now, did I or did I not last week sort this chat box out? Let's try a refresh. Cromwell, good evening to you. Help. We have to reauthorize again. Well, I wouldn't recommend XSplit as a broadcast software. Complete pain in the butt. All right, bear with me. Oldies and goodies, good evening to you. Nearly there. Boom, there you go, Ian. Just for you, mate, on your big television. Now you can see a chat box. Huntress Kimmy, Clodhopper Scott. Is it Kimmy? Good evening. Rick, good evening to you, mate. Yeah, we've jump started the chat box again. I spent about half an hour talking to the XSplit technical people. We got it all sorted. We uninstalled it, we reinstalled it, and that still doesn't work. Maybe time to change broadcasting software, I don't know. Anywho, it's working now. I've tried OBS and I've tried Streamlab OBS, but it's a little bit clunky. With this software I can do my transitions and all that, and it's reasonably good. With OBS it's not as easy, but I don't know why this chat box doesn't want to play ball. It just doesn't want to play ball. Owen, good evening to you. Yep, sort me out during the week. Hit me, man, and we'll get that in the post to you. I trust we'll have had a good week. Lots of decent finds. A quick question for you Guros. Did you or did you not get a notification that I released a video? Because I didn't. I normally get an email myself saying that Suffolk Sifters released a video. I did not get that, and I just wondered whether you lot did. Good evening, Josh. Good evening to you. Detecting the Past. Good evening to you. Excuse me. Don't start, Josh. You've only been on here 2 minutes. Go on digging. Good evening to you. Let's have a little look. We have 12 viewers. Now I resisted this time round posting the link to the live stream to all the Facebook groups because some people don't like it. Do they, Martin? No, not you personally, but some members on certain groups get a bit arsy about it. So I've stopped it, or I have to ask permission, I suppose. I don't know. Rob's not on at the moment, Ian. I don't know where he is. He was absent last week. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he'd had one too many. I don't know. Whatever. Martin, no, not you. I wasn't talking about you, Martin. But I saw the comment on your. Well, actually, you did. You did post a bit about it, didn't you? About not being active, which I agree. But you know the score. You're probably a member of about 150 million groups, and it's difficult to get around each and every one of them to be active. A quick holiday. Just nip over to the USA. Good evening, Michael. Nice to have you on board. Stan's lads in. Good evening to you. 16 viewers. We're cooking on gas. So, have we had a good weekend, people? Have you had a good week? Or half a week? Have you been out? Have you been swinging? Have you found anything decent? You can't have found anything because hardly anybody sent any photographs in for the show you find bit. So I take it you haven't found nothing worthy of the show you find slot. Right, who wants to be thumb up monitor for this evening? Cromwell's just sent a picture. Okie dokie. I'll trust you. I'll obviously can't fit it in tonight, but I will incorporate that next week. I haven't got anything email wise at the moment, but we are very slow down in Suffolk. Emails don't get down here very fast. I digress. All right, 18 viewers at the moment, people. Oldies and goodies, nice seeing you. You have a video to make later. All confused. I had Martin Stevens on my short list. What for the chop? Short list for the chop. Cromwell's running the competition, a competition for the world's best metal detectorist. Blimey. Very slow down here. He's very slow down here, Josh. Very slow, mate. That's it's probably a microclimate as soon as you come over the border. Stan's lad had a couple of days over the weekend. Bottle digging this Sunday. No, bottle digging's good. I used to do a bit of that when I was younger. Rob's in the house. Good evening, Rob. He's here, look. A right-hand man. Don't know about you lot, but it's absolutely tipping it down here. It's been tipping it down here most of the day. Okie doke, 19 people on at the moment. What I was trying to get at, who wants to be the thumb up monitor for this evening? I don't think Anne's on. No, Anne has probably got better things to do. So any volunteers? Got a couple of Regton t-shirts to give away later on. Not tonight, later on as in a week or two's time. And I thought I'll put one on. I'll put one on instead of wearing the Dias polo every week. Only because black doesn't affect the green screen too much. I thought I'll wear a Regton one, and got one at the packet, and it's extra large, so I chose not to wear it. And they're both extra large, so I don't know what Nigel think I am. I think he must think I'm a little bit of a porker. Rob, lovely video. Your God knows what it's called, the whispering video with just the beach and the stones and the waves. Very relaxing. Wanted to pee most of the time, but I noticed you got told off because you didn't do it right. One of your comments said you didn't do it right. It should be other sounds, not just the beach. It gets boring. You can't please everybody all the time, can you, Rob? Well, Cromwell, you reckon Martin needs an XXL, dear? 20 viewers, people. That's worth a popper. I feel in a poppy mood. A poppy mood tonight. Full screen popper for 20 viewers. Resist the cough. Resist the cough. I didn't warn you, so you probably hurt your ears now. Got a streamer over my camera. Well, it's on my camera. Ian's still waiting to see the nudist detecting. Not quite sure I want to see that, really. Big Boy 01 UK, good evening. Thank you very much for popping in. Michelle, right, you've just volunteered for the thumb up monitor. So I've got 22 viewers at the moment. I need thumbs up. If you could just let me know the thumbs up, I'll hit my button. If you haven't yet, thumb up the video, please. Give us a thumb up. Doesn't take long. If you're not on a mobile, that is, you can do it quite easily. Martin ready to fit into an XXL 5 times over. You're a little string bean, are you, Martin? Suffolk Hunter. Good evening, Suffolk Hunter. Got to get in touch with you, haven't I, Suffolk Hunter? It's we live about 10 minutes away, and I've still got his bag. I'm just too tight to put it in the post because we're so close, but give us a time and a place, Suffolk Hunter, and I'll be there. Lawn bowler. I'll give it to him, Steve. Yeah. It'll be the last time you see it, Suffolk Hunter, if I give it to Josh. Okay, I'll leave it with you, mate. If you're on holiday, I'm permanently on holiday at the moment, so let me know. I'm more than sort of possible be available whenever. $22 viewers. Okie dokie, Rob, you get your old brew sorted out, and we'll crack on. I think I got 4 pictures this week. You were a little bit slack, needed 2 more, but you just failed to bring up the goods. Michelle, what's your views on that X35? Yes, I have an X35 at the 11 inch, and it's not a magic wand. You won't suddenly find a lot more. Your fines rate won't suddenly go through the roof, but you've got the option to go up in frequency. It's just you got more frequencies really. I don't think that's any better than the 11 inch old style, but you've got the option to go higher frequencies. That was a rude, Josh, about Rob's pointer. His kettle has mushrooms on it. Oh, in it, sorry. What? I want to win the XP cap, but Steve banned me from entering because Kimmy suggested it. Makes me sick. What are you on about? He banned anybody. And he put the blinking video out a few hours ago. Yeah, I've got 11 inches Cromwell coil, X35. Right, I've dropped off now, 18 viewers. So obviously I'm boring, as that bloke on Facebook says, I'm boring. Well, I'll wait till Rob comes back, then I'll crack on with the show you fine pictures. Martin, you banned me when you first got the prizes. Oh, don't take everything I say to heart, Martin. I just thought, well, you must have loads on me yourself. No, it's just a tongue-in-cheek comment. A bit like if you work for a TV program, you can't enter the competition. Because you can. You do a comment, mate, and you'll be in a draw. But you've got to be subscribed. You've got to be seen to be subscribed. How I'm going to police that, I just do not know. Do you think it's a good idea trying to get people to actually subscribe so I can see them? You know, publicly subscribe so I can see them on my list. What I didn't bank on is YouTube's lack of speed. I've got a couple of new subscribers and they're not showing up on my list. So how I'm going to enforce this, you've got to be seen to be subscribed for the competition. I do not know. But anyway, Rob's back. Wants to win XP. What do you mean, the hat or XP the manufacturer? Let's see the bobs. Okay, right. Just read these off. Suffolk Hunter Loving HF coil. Might buy the X35 to replace standard 11 inch. There's only extra frequencies on it, mate. If you need the frequencies or you're going to use the extra high frequencies, then get the 35. But it's not it won't suddenly make your fines rate go through the roof. Martin forgives Kimmy, but not me. Oh well. Rob, you know what to do. Christopher. Hi everyone, sorry, work called. Okay, no worries, nice to see you. Rob, people's choice to not show their choice of viewing. Yeah, I'll get your drift. I understand it fully, Rob. What I'm trying to do, probably very badly, is to weed out all the freeloaders. But having said that, you could subscribe publicly and then unsubscribe again and then change it. So I won't be able to win. There'll be somebody non-metal detecting related winning a prize or two, I would guess. How do you make yourself sure regulars if you can't see a subscriber list? Well, you have an exemption because you come on here and you interact, and we sort of know you, and we know what sort of a troublemaker you are, Josh. You know, obviously I won't remove your comment if I can recognise your name. It's the new names you get. You get the sudden, well, Martin will know, if you get a competition up and suddenly you get loads of names that you never heard before subscribe, and you know full well if you look at their sort of about, you know they're not into metal detecting because they're not subscribed to anything. You know full well it's just there to win a t-shirt. But I'm afraid I think you can't police it. Right, okay, we'll crack on. First picture. Many thanks for these people for supporting me. They are the main supplier of pictures because you lot can't be bothered. Here we go. Scott sent it in, but apparently it's Kimmy's. She found it. So over to you, Kimmy or Scott. So what's that down in the bottom screen there, which is making that dots? There's something which I can't see, and I'm not going to bother with it. It won't enter the giveaway anyway, just send me the cap. Okay, Martin. Josh says Stephen or Henry. A coin wearing a flat cap. Very funny. So, Kimmy, what is it? You must know the ID by now. It's really irritating me on your screen. There's some bits and bobs on my camera shot just here, and my OCD is going really wild and I can't suss out what it is. That's cured it. Just moved the camera a bit. I feel better now. OCD is calming down. Kimmy says, found in Essex, King John 1149, short cross, penny, money, Willem, class 5C, 825 years old. Very nice. Very, very nice. And Josh, could be John. Well, yeah, it's John. King John. Mad King John. Technically it's not OCD, it's OCPD. Righty-ho, I stand to be erected. Many apologies. Rob, have another name for it? I don't even want to know what it means. I'm not going to ask. I'm not even going to ask, Rob. Sorry, Stans lad. Yes, my end is I can't see what it is, but there's something. It's picking up something. We've been having a clear out. Don't tell the kids, but we've been sorting out all the toys I don't play with, and that's ended up in this room before being cleaned and taken to the charity shop. So it could well, there's a little stacker down there. It could well be that, but I'm not going to bother with it. I've just moved the camera slightly, and that's good enough for me. Long as it's good enough for you, Stans lad. Scott, of course it's King John. He made the ID. Of course it is. Good grief. Oh, and want to get out, but no one to go metal detecting with. Oh, you Billy no mates. Where's your rough location then, Owen? Oh, no, must be. I think I sort of know where you are because I've got a little package to send you, haven't I? Josh, ACD, Rick in real life, OCPD, obsessive compulsory personality disorder. Yeah, I've got a real thing about the bathroom. All the bath mats and the towels have got to be hung right, and the bath mats have got to be level. If there's a label, what come out of the bottom of the bath mat, that's got to be tucked in as well. Josh says he'll detect with you, Aaron, if you provide the land. Must make orgies really difficult, says Rob. Yep. Have you got any permissions then, Aaron? I go back to the big screen. 21 viewers at the moment. Suffolk Hunter invented an invisible friend. I had to. Alright, coin was overpoured and then off stamped, forcing silver at the edge. We did. Some clown thought it was a hat. Flat hat. Yeah, isn't it strange, Martin, how people with lots of permissions get a lot more friends? Dunny's Beach, that's sort of open for everybody mainly, isn't it? Is that where you mainly go then, Owen? Actually, Dunny's Beach is not bad because you know the score with Dunny's Beach, don't you? With the village which slipped into the sea and the bell rings at high tide and the cliffs are falling to bits and all the bones are coming down with people's rings on, and I've heard stories about people collecting people's fingers or rings on. Kimmy says, got a new permission. Green waste. Ah, not good, not good, not good. I don't know, Suffolk Hunter, about the protected status of that beach. I would have thought, being a village stroke church stroke churchyard, I would have probably thought you'd get your collar felt if you go detecting there, but I don't know. I don't actually know. That's somewhere I've never ever thought about detecting. You don't need any more permissions, Martin. You've got far too many as it is. Detecting the past, nothing available down here in Sussex, all taken by clubs. So you're forced to go club digs, are you? Kimmy's going to rally. What rally is that then, Kimmy? Cromwell's just got 2,000 hectares. So it's protected near the Abbey. So, well, yeah. But on the beach, mate, on the beach, is that any regulations down there? Obviously, you can't go up round by the museum and go digging around the Abbey ruins. I can understand that. But what about the beach? Is that off limits as well? Ah, Scott, you winkled Neddy first out of the green waste. Nice one. Michelle, brain picking. We found over 500 buttons and 3 visits on a patch no more than 50 metres. Any ideas what could have gone on now? Well, is it in a field? Because I used to burn stuff for the ash for the ground, didn't they? Furniture, coats and clothing I used to burn. So I don't know. DV got 4,000 acres. Like doing a basic garden. Well, the one permission I've got, and I've only got one permission. I've got somebody to go and see when the weather gets a bit better. They got a large garden which has got a little bit of history to it. I'm going to try that. And then there's another chap I got in touch with who's got a small holding, but I'm not too sure about that because it's going to be full of rubbish. But the farmer, which I've got the permission, his farmland must be 1,000 odd acres. My father-in-law, ex-farmer, he's got 90 odd acres, and that's obviously under the permission of this other farm because he's farming it now. So, but sadly, 90 odd % of it is in crop, and I can't get on. There's a couple of morsels of land I can do, but it's slim pickings until the harvest. But I don't ever get any ploughed and rolled. It's normally direct drilled straight after the harvest, so you've got very little time to get on there, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, so you're going to invite people on your land, eh, Martin? On my permission. Cost you 10 quid. Rob's going to do a bit of night hawking. Cromwell, I don't know if you've been drinking, mate, but just drop it, mate. Drop it. Open your hand up and drop it. Right, I'm going to go on the next photograph. Now, this is... Yeah, I think... Yep, he's on. We'll try this one. Here we go. Number 2. Stan's lad. There you go, Stan's lad. South Boston Gear, good evening to you. He wants Rob to give him a warning. I love Cromwell. We bonded. 34th warning at South Boston Gear. I've got no idea. No idea. 19 viewers at the moment. How's my thumbs up going, thumb up monitor? I'll hit the button again. No, I won't, because we're not on the main screen. You won't see it. It's a waste. I'll wait to go to the main screen. Ongoing joke. Rightio, Rob. You crack on. So, Stan's lad. What's the lowdown on this coin? $18 thumbs. Thank you very much. That's near enough. 11 thumbs. Make your mind up. Is 18 or 11? Martin's had a message withheld. I know why that was withheld. There's a one word. Okay, once fields get crop mate, rapeseed should be out in mid-June. Cromwell says Napoleon. That's a laurel wreath, isn't it? $18, okay. Just seed. Seed is a bad word, yeah. There we go, Stan's lad. Yeah, back in the field where the guinea was found. After seeding, not much came out of it. James II, tuppence, 1687, a few inches down. Well saved. And Christopher followed it up with James II. fantastic. Well, we have got a topic which I will loosely adhere to when we run out of photographs. Kimmy's had a... Yeah, you can't say that, Kimmy. Yeah, YouTube are a little bit hot on the S for S words. I had a comment on one of the YouTube giveaway competition, and somebody said that, and you just can't do it now because YouTube would be all over you like cheap soup. No, you know what you type, Kimmy. They don't like that tactic, should I say. South Boston gear, do I know I can fly my detector in the luggage. What detector have you got, South Boston? If you've got something like a Dias, that'll fold down lovely ones, that'll probably get it in your carry-on. It's alright, Kimmy, soz. Soz. Touch my button. Hit my button and ring my bell. Right, I don't know how small that pack down, South Boston. I think you can take your detector. Personally, I'd try and get it on my carry-on luggage if you could, but I can't see a problem. I mean, I think you have to declare batteries and stuff when you fill in your declaration forms. I don't know. I've not done it, so somebody with airline travelling experience with detectors will have to say yay or nay. Alright, Kimmy says, I think the destination could be a bit iffy. Very strict in Ireland. Anne, good evening, Anne. Nice to see you. No, you're fine. We missed you last week. I hope the film was good. Twenty-three people on at the moment, folks. Well, I've got 2 more pictures because I only had the 4 this week. Send your pictures in. If you've got some pictures, send me your pictures. There's the email address, or you can send them via Messenger on Facebook. Now, Cromwell, don't second guess what the film is. You've been on about pointers and 11 inches all night. I don't know what's wrong with him, man. Honestly, don't. Rob, shout us up. SBG will take you to Steve Roman Field. I haven't got a Roman Field. Right, I'll go find number 3. Well, Kimmy, that's one of your... You remember when you sent me half a dozen pictures? I'm using, it's the last one. Using them when I'm a bit short on pictures. So this is Kimmy's find. I'm not sure whether I've shown it before. I don't think I've shown it before, but I'll stand to be corrected. Yeah, I borrowed a field. SBG. But I can't bring anybody on it. I'm just lucky enough to get on it myself. There is a rumour that there's another permission that we're going to do midweek, maybe not next week, maybe the week after. I'm not sure. Depends on the fine fellow who's inviting me. Any history on that ring? Any idea on that ring, Kimmy? "21 viewers at the moment." Oh, she's typing. Okay, I won't hassle her. That could be from way back, Martin, that ring. I'm not sure. I've had it a few weeks. Scott and Kimmy sent me a handful of photos to use. And if I get stuck for pictures, I dip into their photos. And unfortunately, that is the last one. So I do need you lot to send me photographs for next week. Rob, stop it. Here we go. Solid silver Jordanian military ring. Fantastic. Yeah, I was going to say what was a stone. Is there a stone now, or is it? Ban Rob. Might be a black onyx stone. Looks great. Looks brilliant. That's something you could easily wear, isn't it? Martin's panicking about not seeing the video with the ring in. Put him out of his misery, Kimmy. Looks like we've got the American Apaches going over. I think you're en route to Josh. Or Rob. Could be Rob. Can you hear this helicopter? I'm saying like it's hovering above my garden. Here come another one. His mate is coming over now. Or it could be after Cromwell. I'm in the wrong area for you. It is outside. That was so loud. They normally come over our house on Tuesday nights. They do exercises. £10. Say Steve's growing weed in his attic. What are you on about, Josh? Claude Hopper Scott, that ring is mahoosive. It's mahoosive. WBC saying looking for me for night hawking. Alright, sort him out, Kimmy. He'll worry about that now. Oh, right. Okay. No, just use the magic red key and just come in the front door. I don't have a helicopter. Show me a BBC license. Nice one. Right, back on big screen. Well, I haven't pushed this button yet, but that's my subscribe button. So if you haven't in the unlikely event, please subscribe. Ah, Simeon. Good evening to you. Nearly missed you. You nearly popped off screen. Ron was talking about his tool. I reckon it was 11 inches. That was pointing downwards, but I'm not quite sure what he's on about. 23 viewers. Kimmy's first ring ever. Okay, well, my first ring was that little Roman ring. I still haven't sorted this rubbish out here, if you can remember from a while back. Can't find it now amongst all my tat. No, there's a little military, Roman military ring. Anyhow, I had a massive problem. I always have problems. Beginning of the week, got halfway through editing the 1K subscriber competition, and the editing software didn't want to play ball. Every time you clicked on media generator to do titles and anything, it just froze up every time. So it was a bit of a panic for a day or two. Couldn't sort it out. Thought about buying another software, but I'd invested quite a lot in that particular editing suite, so I didn't really want to do that. And then I got it sorted out. Read a bit on the internet, and it was to do with an add-on titler. And we're name and shame New Blue FX. It's a titling software which is a bundle which comes with Vegas Movie Studio suite, and that was the issue. So I had to uninstall that, go into the registry, take all the details of this particular thing out of the registry, reinstall it, and fingers crossed, seems to be working. So I'm a little behind. That competition video should have been out on a Monday. I've got another video which I filmed end of last week. I've not started that because of that, so we're all behind. We are all behind. Josh, I like your sticker on the thermos. What, this thing? The good thing with having a ring light, and that's not a dirty joke, Cromwell, is that you can hold things up to the camera now, and it gets a bit glary, but oh, I thought you got one of my stickers, Josh. So what are you on about? One of these. I've got to careful how I hold it because the green screen is going to take that white out, and that looks... I'll stick it in my head, look. One of them, Josh. Still ain't got Rob's address to send him one. You know, he moaned like an old woman at Spring Detective. He didn't get a sticker. Thanks, Owen. Yeah, Josh has asked me thermos. You know him so well, don't you, WBC? Have you not got a sticker, Josh? I thought I sent you a sticker. Or was it a badge? I sent you something to stop you whinging. Rob says we're waiting to win the prize. Alright, if you win something, mate, obviously I'll give you a sticker. Josh has got a sticker, but he don't know where to put it. Now, you left yourself wide open there because there's a lot of people on here could tell you exactly where to put your sticker, Josh. You know, something I sent you to shut you up, Josh. That might not have been a sticker. I think Josh did win something, so he can't keep grizzling that you don't win anything. Me and Rob fix it so Josh don't win anything. You see these 6 prizes coming up, Josh? These ones here, look. No, that's the wrong one. That's my discount. Just in case you lot, I'm assuming I've got a mic on this particular screen. I have. Anybody's into buying some detecting gear and drop in and see Regton, have a chat with Nigel, and use code SSDISE for Suffolk Sifter discount. Gets you an extra 10% off. That wasn't the picture I wanted to show you. I don't know where I put it, but it was a picture of all the prizes, wasn't it? No, can't see it now. I'm so organised. I think it's on the start-up screen, wasn't it? All the prizes, 6 prizes. Yeah, it was a start-up screen. Yeah, see all them prizes, Josh? Well, fingers crossed, mate. Just fingers crossed. Oh, don't tell me that chat box has gone off. Oh, it's come back again. Give me the heebie-jeebies, that chat box. 22 viewers. 6 minutes to 10. I've got one more picture. It's a mystery picture. Yeah, me and Rob said it before you said it, Ian. I've got a buzzy thing around my head. I don't like you. Oh, you like me transition, do you? I don't know what it's called now. It's called a stinger. It's a stinger, apparently. Josh reckons going to win the mug. You have to have the bet on it. Who's going to win what? Because, you know, it's out of my hands. It's going to be a YouTube random comment picker. So as long as you made a comment on the 1K subscriber competition video, then you're in with a shout. Cromwell sent me loads of pictures. I'm sure they will come through. I can't see them at the moment. I'm assuming you sent it to contact at I forget my own email address now. It's contact at suffolk-sifter.uk. Because there ain't nothing on here at the momento. Let's have a look. Refresher. Oh, no. No, I got you now. Refresh. Always refresh your screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 emails. And they've all got attachments. So thank you very much for that, Cromwell. Much appreciated. One or two subscribers are popping up in my emails, but we digress. Right, 22 viewers. Okay, before you all drop off, we'll show the last picture. Now, I didn't get the permission of the owner of this find, so I could get a little bit of a telling off, and I don't want the B word. No B words. All right, this is the mystery find. The question is, he finds quite a few of them. What are they? And Cromwell, just don't mention anything about the COCK word. Viper detecting. That's all right. You're just scrolling off screen. No worries. Thanks for making it. Martin's found 78 silver Romans in the woods today. Yep, righty ho. Derek, good evening, Derek. I was going to go on a little bit longer, but nice to drop in. Thank you. We've got 23 viewers at the moment. Ian's used the B word. Now I'll leave it down to Rob's discretion whether Ian sits on the naughty step. Vital didn't show my whole fine last week, Steve. There were 3 pictures. Could you show it next week or the week after? Hopefully I've not deleted it. I'll have a look. I try not to keep people's personal details and pictures and stuff on the machine, so like addresses and stuff like that when you win prizes. So if I asked you, if you win something, I asked for your address again, it's because it's because I've deleted it. Rob, curtain ring from B&Q. Send it to me again, Viper, if you don't mind, and I know I've got it for next week. Roman ring question mark. I don't know, I can see a little bit of a join. So Amy, did you find? And I thought you'd show my silver coin. No, I thought I'd show something infinitely better than a silver coin, Josh. It's you know, it's interesting. It's something you need an ID on. Martin, Celtic money ring. SBG chainmail. And of course Rob's very to the point. Oh, who's off? Cromwell, you're off, mate. You mean you're going off bang, or you're off going to do something else? Thanks for joining us tonight, much appreciated. Josh's par earring. So you're typing too fast, you lot. It's going off screen. I can't keep up your comments. Josh got 7 or 8 of them, various sizes and thickness. Josh is 99% sure it's not Celtic ring money. So it looks fairly light, doesn't it? You sure it's got a ring for horse harness? Celtic horse ring money. Thanks, Cromwell, for the pictures. Much appreciated, though. So we've had enough of this ring. There we go. A Roman shower curtain ring. You get better as you go on, did it, Rob? I reckon someone's been in front of you, Josh, with a whole bag of them rings, just chucking them out. Just, you know, try to upset you. So we'll leave it as a bronze ring. Right, I did have a topic for tonight, but it's a bit late to crack into it now. It's about straightening and cleaning silver hammered, but that can wait for another week, I suppose. WBC, so what's Rob been up to? I don't know. What has Rob been up to? Cromwell boxing ring. Party ring. Oh God. Here we go. Here come the fighting words. Carried a car battery around for 2 hours and found that. Okay, just wait for Josh's retaliation. Taskmaster is on. Oh right, well if you want to go and watch Master. Rightio, Suffolk Hunter, thanks very much. You let us know when you're on holiday and we'll do a meet up, perhaps meet somewhere for a coffee, and I'll give you your bag. It's been sitting there. I see it out the corner of my eye. It's there, poor old thing, just waiting for you. So good night, Suffolk Hunter. Rob's good at straightening silver hammered coins. He's got a video on that, a short clip on how not to do it. Ain't you, Rob? Oh, just got a message from somebody with not too brilliant news. Oh God. Well, I'll just thumb up you, mate. I'll get back to you in a bit. Rolling pin. That's good. That was going quite well. Well, it wasn't actually at all, was it, Rob? You know, your first mistake was that cigarette lighter. Never ever going to get it hot enough, is it? Never, never, ever. Martin's obviously, I missed it. Everything scrolls off a screen. Oh, night Ian, mate. Use a blowtorch until it turns liquid and pour it into any mould. Very good. And you got a cooker then, Rob? Oh, I see Simeon's sending me some links to some Celtic ring money. So don't forget, send me your pictures. Heating oven 200 degrees. Electric hob. I did see somebody who would ever upside down saucepan and I put it on a saucepan with a blowtorch or something, but I can't remember who that was. And then they were taking it off, rolling it very, very gently, putting it back, reheating it and repeating. Do you quench it after you've done that, or do you let it sort of cool down naturally? I don't know. Never done it, probably never will. Electric hob. Just turn it up full, mate. Just this little puddle of silver on top of your ring. Pack it in Cromwell. Martin's off. Oh, too much information. He's broken it. SWG is actually broken it. It's no good to man nor beast now. Even Gorilla Glue won't help. Martin needs a coffee. Can you make me one as well, mate? I could do. I've got us a glass of water here, or a thermos of water. Heat it up. Blowtorch, light pink. Bend a mil. Quench. Quench. Reheat. 1 mil. Quench. Repeat. Or just smack it with a hammer, like Rob said. That's annealing. Using a blowtorch, risky and screws up the finish. All controversial, look, controversial. Now I wouldn't try straightening a cracked one. You're asking for problems. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the quenching bit, Josh. I thought you heated it up, sort of cherry pink, tried to roll it, then keep heating and rolling and then letting it cool down by itself. I don't know. Oh God, I ain't broke a chat, have I? I haven't. Looked in. It just does what it likes. It's not gonna. It's not. I don't know what happens to this chat. I'm getting seriously fed up with this broadcast software. It's a right royal pain. You right click on it. You're supposed to refresh, and that should restart, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's refreshing, and it's broken. It's really broken now, Ian. You've made me break it for good now. You really have. Only way around it is you have to remove the authorization for this application and then reauthorize it. And that means putting in passwords and email addresses. Oh, but the good thing is, I do know my Gmail email and I know my password by now because I'm putting it in so often. What's my password, Ian? Choose the account, allow it to access your contacts, and then boom, like magic, it's all back again, especially for Ian. Yeah, double broken. Now if I did F5 SBG, the whole lot would go belly up. So I'd refresh the live link and everything. So I just have to refresh the application. Right, what have I missed while I was messing about with that? Oh, it says big hammer. Quenching is what strengthens it. So would you not heat it, roll until you get it straight and then quench it at the end? I don't know. Martin's got coffee. I hope you got a big mug of it, mate. I'm jealous. Derek says the best way to fix a hammer is not to find them in the first place. There you go. Viper detecting when I dig my knocks a couple of weeks ago and everyone was finding silver. I was the only one without a coin. I know. It's a funny old game, this metal detecting. I started 1 year off. I had 3 videos and every time I found a silver hammered. And then I've not found one for a long while now. You should change your chat password. I hate chat. Well, if I changed it, I'd never remember it. I have to write these things down. I can't remember all my passwords. SBG, I use XSplit broadcast software, and it's been pretty good up until the last few weeks when the chat box keeps being a pain. And I got hold of the support guy, and we went through it all and uninstalled it and reinstalled it and made sure everything's up to date, and it worked fine. I did a live test before the live chat last week, and couple of 3 startups and it's automatically logged on and the chat come up. But today, as per normal, I went live and it didn't work. Martin's been known to crack walnuts with his buttocks. Charlie. Good evening. Derek's message has been held for review. You can't say the word, Derek. The S word. You can't say it. YouTube has got fairly strict on S for S. If you get my drift, you have to reword it and not say the S word. That's that S word and a 3-letter word, and the third one's B. Christopher, straightened gold hammer with hot water. Wow, that's well, gold is fairly soft anyway, isn't it? But I just scared the bejesus out of me trying to straighten gold stuff. Not that I found any gold stuff at all. What is the S word? Sub. No, YouTube, if you start saying I'm going to S4S you or S me back, because all my chat has been logged, and when the video is uploaded, that'll be captioned. So YouTube would know exactly what I've said, and I'd rather not be on the wrong end of YouTube. That's the one. Push my button and ring my bell. Kimmy's already been in trouble once tonight. Yeah, you don't want to get into that, Martin, but you got no need to, mate, 'cause you're flying away, subscription-wise. Well, that's 1/4 past, people. If you had enough of me, shall I pack it up? Got nothing really more to show you. You need to send me some photographs, people. Although Cromwell sent me oodles. 21 viewers still. There's 21 people hanging on for grim death. Well, hit me thumb up button once more. Hit the video thumb up button, and in case you haven't, please subscribe. Pocket knives. Well, I went to a football match over the weekend and I forgot to take this out. I've had one of these in my pocket, not necessarily the same one, since I was a lad, and I always make a point of not carrying it with me if I go into town, or if you get a football or a cinema or somewhere like that, because obviously, you know, if you get caught with it, that's gone. So no, I always got one in my pocket. Very handy, especially at Christmas and birthdays, when you got to open these presents, these kids' presents, and all the plastic tat is held in with, you know, clips and plastic stuff. So very good. Why have you got 2 coming, Josh? I do have a big knife, a really, really big knife. I don't know whether I've got it to hand. It's not the biggest of knives in the world, but don't know why I bought it. I had this again when I was a lad, but it's put away now. Resist temptation to get the people who come round to make you vote for an election. I just think that's. I mean, I've known nothing else, Ian. I've always had a pocket knife. But I suppose people, if you get caught with it, I suppose he's an offensive weapon. You could do some damage with it. And that's what, 2.5, 3 inches long, blade wise. I don't know what the length of blade you have to become, serious with the police. Anne's got a Swiss Army knife handy. Got one in the truck. You never know. Nobody crossed me. I don't carry it with me, WBC. Nah, it's nothing special, Ian. It's quite sharp though, but it's got a compass on the top, and it's just a gizmo knife really. That used to have sort of matches and like a little bit of wire you can use. There's 2 rings on there. I think this bit come off. I don't know why we're talking about knives. Compass comes off. There's 2 rings here, 2 split rings. Then there's a little bit in here, and I think from memory, it's not been open for about 30 odd years. That should have matches and stuff in. Yeah, it's all in a plastic bag. There's some matches so you can get yourself a fire going, and there's like there's some fish hooks. There's like a saw, a sort of abrasive wire with 2 eyes on, and you put a ring either end and you can cut things with it. There you go. Nothing major. Wouldn't dare carry it with me out in the streets nowadays, of course. A big no-no. Like I used to be into replica guns. Used to have some blank firing guns. Had a 45 World War II job, and it actually fired blanks, and that was damn loud. You'd never ever get away with that nowadays. You'd have the armed response vehicle around your front door. The SBG, I can make all of you 3-inch knives. Do you make knives then? Yeah, I think it's got some hooks on it and a bit of fishing line, Rob. But, why use that when you've got McDonald's down the road? Other fast food restaurants are available. Old school flick knives. They are a bit naughty now, aren't they? Now, Charlie, I hope I've not got you all excited about my big one. It's quite shiny, isn't it? Anywho, a flick cone. Yeah, I had a 38 revolver and World War II replica 45, and would be, you wouldn't think that was an imitation. The only thing that gives it away is when you fire it, the flame comes out of the top casing, so obviously that's a giveaway. But there we go. He's loud, very loud. Well, you're a bit different, Scott, isn't it? In the States, you fire what you like when you like, nearly. I'd love to join a gun club, but I don't think I've got the funds for all that nowadays. SBG, did you guys ever see the detectorists that got swarmed by the SWAT at gunpoint? I thought that was in the UK. No, don't ring any bells with me unless anybody else knows. Thanks, Charlie. Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, it does flame at the wrong end, but oh, I thought I was going to get locked up one day. About 25 years ago, me and Mrs. Sifter, we lived in a little end of terrace house, and there was some kids in the local neighbourhood who were right pain in the bums. They used to come along, kick your fence, break things. One day I see them, and I knew full well they're going to come. We've got a little chain link fence, a little, some posts and a bit of chain. I knew full well they're going to jump all over it and break it. So I had me 45 with me, and I loaded it, and they jumped all over me fence. God, I'm going to get so locked up for this. And I opened the bedroom window because it's upstairs, and I let a blank go at them, and they just shit themselves, and they just ran off in all directions. And I thought, what a stupid thing to do. But it's just a spur of the moment. But what I didn't bank on, as the flame out of the top of the gun blew a big hole in my Mrs. Sifter's net curtains. So I wasn't flavour of the month that day. Christopher's off. Night night to you. Thanks for joining us. I shall wrap up in a minute. I think I've been talking on air far too long. Yeah, is it cordite? I don't know. Gunpowder. It does smell nice, doesn't it? So, do you like my little tale from years ago? Yeah, well, I did regret doing it afterwards, partly because I got a real bollocking from Mrs. Sifter for blowing a hole in the net curtains, and plus I thought if anybody reported it, I'm in deep doo-doo. Owen is off. Good night to you. Thanks for turning up. I'm going to give it another 3 or 4 minutes and I'll wrap up. I didn't like it because you didn't shoot. I shot at them and they did pay attention, Josh, and they were off, mate. They were really. And I just thought if they go home and tell their parents, I'm going to be in so much trouble. But there you go. Sort of stupid things we do. Right, I'm just surprised we've got 21 people. How's the thumb up situation? Thumb up monitor? No, they did come back. They were right pain in the bottoms. They used to terrorise a lot of people in that area, and but police never do nothing about it. The trouble is, parents are quite large people, and you wouldn't argue with them. So, yeah. They did. I I've probably made it worse, Charlie. Yeah, that's what I thought, WBC. After I'd done it, I thought, I know what's going to happen. They're going to ring a flange up, and I'm going to have a visit. But luckily for me, I got away with it. 22. Thank you very much. That'll do me. Down to 19. I will wrap up in a minute, unless you want to tell me any stories of the past. I've got some real daft things I could tell you, but it's not metal detecting related, so we won't go there. Detecting the past. You're off. Good night. Thanks for attending. Set fire to the curtains. Yeah. Didn't set fire to a man, but it blew a blinking great hole in the net curtain because the flame exhausts at the top of the gun, and because I held it out and I didn't get the net curtain out of the way in time, that. Never mind. I'll tell you another day, Josh. It's another story. Electrified the chain. Yeah, trouble is you get in trouble for electrocuting people, don't you? That's some silly thing, really. I did think, because you used to be able, I don't know whether you can still get them, but you can get blank 12 gauge cartridges, sort of half size, and you can set a trip wire up, can't you, with a pin on it, and if the trip goes, that makes this blank go off. That would scare the bejesus out of them, but again, it's questionable whether you can get away with it. That's where I lost me V. It's very complicated. Well, I had that. I could get a lot of people into trouble. No, I'm not putting shoes in my head. That's in a dim and distant past. He's just giving rusty needles on the chain. Yeah, razor blades, or just put some razor wire up. A lot of people. No, no, it wasn't like that, Rob. No, it was a single person, but it was yeah, it was just that. Yeah, is a good. Well, isn't it a good story? Really, it's just what happened, you know. So won't go into it because this video is going to be recorded and played back, and you know, don't want to give too much away. Right, people, I think that's it, don't you? Getting over half-past. Could do with a brew. Thank you for your support. And yeah, got a video to do if the software doesn't break down again. Hopefully getting that over the weekend. It's going to be torrential again later on tonight and tomorrow perhaps, and hopefully weekend it'll be nice and bright. So we're going to try a different field, but I'm limited at the moment. Just getting interesting, says Ian. New level auto. Good evening. You've just caught me because I'm there going. We do start at 9 o'clock. But thanks anyway. It's a thought that counts. It's been emotional, says Rob. You started your popcorn. Well, you're going to have to put a lid back on, Ian, and open it next week. Oh, God. Josh, please, please, please. Right, on that note, because we're going down to Josh's level, which is never a good thing. Thanks for all your wishes. I'll try my best, but, you know, it doesn't happen most of the time. I'm off to play with my knife. You got anybody you want me to play my knife with? And they have a brew, so thanks very much. Now, before Rob or Ian or Josh or anybody else says, and he's cut himself off again when he stopped the broadcast. It doesn't. It looks like that, but when it uploads to YouTube, it isn't cut off because I stare at the damn camera for about 5 seconds. I know it's not cut off my end, but I'll always get somebody who goes, he's cut himself off again. Can't you do it right? So thanks ever so much. Naughty. Ian's licking again, another fantastic live, but I appreciate you because you watch me on the big screen. That must be, you must need a medal for that, to have me in 55-inch screen. That's quite scary. I did have a shave though, in case you noticed. Right, Michael's going to look for a stiff. Now that could be taken two ways, couldn't it? It's a delay. And again, he cuts himself off, useless. I haven't done it yet, look. Haven't done it at all. Right, Stans lad, thanks for all your photographs. If you've got any photographs, don't forget to send them in. And I noticed by the lack of enthusiasm, nobody wants to support Project Drone. So that's probably dead in the water. So I can't see me buttons because Ian says I've got to put the ring light around me camera. So I've got to see under here if I hit the button there. And I'm hovering and I'm going to point. I'm going to say thanks ever so much. Clodhop Scott has got a message withheld. Never seen your comment on any of my videos. Respond, sir. Respond. Oh, for goodness sake. I do my best. Thanks all. I'm going to point at the camera. See you next Wednesday. That's the draw. Don't forget. Get your comments in. Pass the word round. It's going to be the draw for those 6 prizes next Wednesday. So it's going to be live. It's going to be fun. And Josh might even win, you don't know, dear. So, ta-ta for now. I'm going to cut myself off, Rob. So I'm going to point at the camera saying, see you next Wednesday, and stop.